All right, are you going to start without a docket or do you want to? Okay, all right, we're on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus David Brzezinski, 231794. Good morning, counsel. Your appearance, please.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P23828. I appear today on behalf of my client for purpose of sentencing. Please state your name, sir.
David William Brzezinski.
Okay, and sir, last I saw you, you were not in a wheelchair, so what happened?
Well, I spent 20 some days in county and I have the tether on and it's getting infected.
The tether's getting what?
It's drawing the scab up and my ankle's all swelled up and stuff. I have, this ankle was in 26 pieces and it reconstructed months ago. So I haven't been walking all that well. I drug it down, up and down the hallways at Wayne County.
This past time?
Yeah, just when I was in for all those weeks.
So you just had your ankle broken in 26 pieces recently?
No, within the last 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
Yeah, the reconstruction, it's still swelled up.
And you're not in any sort of boot or anything?
No, they cut the boot off right before I went into jail.
Sir, you did not have a boot on when you were arrested.
No, I didn't have a boot on. They cut the cast off and I took the boot off the week before. I had an appointment to go the 1st of this month for an x-ray on it, but I was incarcerated.
Well, counsel, as I did indicate at the arraignment, I saw Mr. Brzezinski at the establishment that he was at the day that he was arrested. I did not see, I was not anywhere near him when this occurred. But I can tell you that he didn't appear to have any trouble walking due to any perceived injury. But in any event, counsel, did you have an opportunity to go over the report and recommendation?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. My client tells me he was in custody for 28 days. The pre-sentence report says 7/20 through 8/14. You've already heard what he said about the tether. We would hope the court would allow that tether to be removed and find some alternative, because he tells me he has to have further surgeries and they won't do anything with the tether on. He's on Social Security, Your Honor. He is not on probation or parole anywhere else. The recommendation is for no probation, fines in jail. We would hope the court would consider time served, this not being a crime of violence. And Your Honor, he will need some time to pay fines and costs. He's here with his 96-year-old mother who posted a $250 bond. We believe it's still in her name. So with that, Your Honor, we leave to the court's discretion to adopt the recommendations and not give any further jail time in the court cases.
Well, here's the problem, right? The problem is that your client has an issue with alcohol, it appears, based on his criminal history and the behavior that night. And so I understand your client may be having some surgery, but when is that scheduled to occur?
I haven't been allowed to go to my surgeons because I need x-rays and I can't take those with a bracelet on. So I don't know when my surgeries are supposed to happen.
You need an x-ray on your opposite ankle.
Yes.
And you're telling me that they can't do an x-ray on
Not my
your left ankle because you have a tether on your right ankle.
Yes.
And so why is that?
It's too close to the machine that has too much power in it. I have the piece of paper on me that says I'm not supposed to be MRI or x-rays or nothing. It says that on my ankle. So.
Well, sir, you don't appear to be a candidate for probation, so, sir, why did you return to that establishment?
I didn't return to any establishment. I was riding home after I bought a pack of cigarettes. I live 2 blocks away.
So here's, I'm just going to review the report. This report indicates that officers were dispatched to the establishment. Your client had been involved in an incident earlier in the evening.
I called the police.
Okay. And so then the officers told your client not to return. And then apparently the officers were dispatched later to the establishment And that's where your client was located. Does anything about a gas station or anything else?
I went to the gas station, was riding down the sidewalk, stopped and lit a cigarette, and I was hundreds of feet away from that establishment. I ride up and down that sidewalk every day.
So where did you happen to stop and light your cigarette? Right in front of the establishment?
No,
Where?
hundreds of feet away. On city property.
The POA?
I was in front of Russia's.
Okay. Well, sir, were you prescribed that wheelchair or did you?
This is my wheelchair. I have degenerative bone disease. I have 8 different cadaver bones in my body. I break easy.
Okay, well, counsel, your client's not a candidate for probation, and you're asking this court to sentence him to just the time served, which was, what's that, 34 days?
28.
He says 28, Your Honor. The report says July 20th through August 14th.
My bond was paid on the 26th. I wasn't released till the 15th.
The 14th of August is when you were released, it
No,
says.
that's wrong. It's incorrect. I was in Wayne County on the 14th. I didn't go to Dickerson till the 15th. They have the wrong date on it.
So you don't need to give me any attitude, I'm indicating what it says on my paperwork here.
Correct. But it's the wrong date.
Okay, even if it was the 15th, that's 27 days. Well, let's see, you have 1986 operating while impaired by liquor, 1990 operating while impaired by liquor, 1999 operating under influence of liquor. You have some other charges in there. Then you have 2006 operating while visibly impaired, 2006 operating while intoxicated. Some other charges within those number of years, and 2009 operating while intoxicated. And then now we have this public intoxication. Sir, when are you going to stop using any alcohol?
Excuse me?
When are you going to stop using alcohol?
I used to drink quite often, and now I have 1 or 2 beers and a shot or 2, and that's it.
Sir, you have 6 prior alcohol-related driving offenses.
6.
1986, 1990, 1999, 2006, 2009.
When was 2009?
Sorry, there was 2 in 2006.
Thank you.
Why not? May 20th of 2009.
That's when I quit drinking mostly.
And Your Honor, I did go over those with him. I told him that he had 6 prior. I was surprised to see that he stated in his pre-sentence report to the probation officer that he does not have a problem with alcohol. I think the facts speak for themselves, Your Honor. It's just a question of how this court wants to handle that with my client's physical condition and his inability to wear the tether if he's going to further with his medical treatment.
Well, then that doesn't really leave the court with much of a choice, but for your client to serve some additional time in jail. If you can't do the alcohol tether, which would prevent him from drinking any alcohol, then your client's going to have to balance some of his time in jail because he's not a candidate for probation at all. So the court's going to indicate 60 days jail credit for 27.
Would you rather keep the tether on, Mr. Brzezinski, if it matters?
If I have to, I will.
That
But
changes.
for how long a period of time?
Well, no, it's not an option. I'm indicating 60 days jail, 27 days credit. $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $200 for the cost of prosecution. Crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50. So $725. If your mom wants to apply the bond towards your fines and costs, she can. Otherwise, you have to make arrangements upon your release. Please make sure all the phones are off. Okay. All right, so you're going to go with the officers today, sir.
And when I was in county, I wasn't allowed a wheelchair or a cane. How am I gonna do this
I
now?
will mark your file medical. I will mark your file medical.
My sister and my mom can take this stuff with them. Can I take my cane because they get stolen in there? What should I do?
Well, sir, I don't know if you're allowed to take your cane in custody. I don't know if it's considered a weapon or not. I presume potentially it could be, I don't know,
How do
but
I walk? Because last time they stole my food, I didn't drink for 3 days and stuff and got beat up a couple of times. So what am I gonna do this time?
sir, if you have some concerns with your experience at the Wayne County Jail, there are appropriate individuals to contact there.
Yes, my mother's already contacted him once.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to go with the officers and if you, I'm marking your file medical, and so hopefully they will provide you with whatever assistance that you need.
And I give my sister and my mother my chair and
We will make, the officer will make sure that you get your chair, or that they get your chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.